Stuart, just your reflections on the performance today, please.
Yeah, a bit disappointed with the result. I think, especially in the first half, I felt we were in control of the game. For the first 20 minutes, we defended like our lives depended on it and shut them out, kept them out. Went down the other end of the field and scored 3 points. So that was huge for us. We started the game and very, very, very well defensively. And yeah, just unfortunate the second half didn't quite go to plan. I think we were bitterly disappointed. There's boys down there that are absolutely devastated with the result. We felt in the second half that was far from where we need to be, where we want it to be. And it's cost us, unfortunately.
How much of that second half comes down to the way the Springboks played and how much maybe on errors or inaccuracies on your part?
I think you can potentially look at, you could say the Springboks were dominant. I'd probably disagree. I'd probably say we shot ourselves in the foot at times. We didn't get to vital clearouts. Our set piece didn't function at times. We just didn't control the game in the manner that we'd like to. But yeah, everybody will look in and say it was all the Springboks. Yes, we were put under pressure by them, but at times we didn't help ourselves.
Any further questions for Stuart?
Stuart, are you able to pinpoint exactly what went wrong in that second half specifically, Stuart? Because certainly at half-time, it seemed as though the game was really set up for you.
Yeah, as I say, we felt we were in control. We had a choice at half-time to sit back and expect it to happen, or we can go out there and make it happen. And unfortunately, at times, we looked good. We played in the right areas. We were in control of the ball. We defended really well. But at times we missed these vital clearouts, and that was the thing that killed us. We allowed South Africa to get into their game. They wanted to slow it down. They wanted to kick to the corner and get their set piece going. And unfortunately, we gave them an avenue into the game at times, and that's not what we're about. But look, we played some good stuff at times. There's large parts of our game that we're really pleased with, and there's other parts that we're really frustrated with. But look, it's done now. We've got to try and move on. We've got an opportunity now to learn and to grow individually, collectively. And next week we'll get back on the horse and we go again. I think for us, we want to enjoy the last kind of week we've got together and make the most of it. It is bitterly disappointing. It hurts now, and rightly so. But look, we'll get another opportunity next week to make amends. It will hurt for a couple of days, physically, mentally. But again, we get to another opportunity next week, and unfortunately, this one's gone now. We can't do anything about it other than learn and grow.
Does it feel a little bit bittersweet for yourself, Stuart, obviously to equal the try-scoring record, but not quite get a result to match it as well?
Yeah, it's not about that. It's about winning test matches. It's about being in a position to keep the momentum going as a national side, and that's exactly what we're about. Look, we talked in the changing room about this being a minor blip and a minor bump in the road. As I say, next week we'll get excited and a chance to better ourselves.
Stuart, I know you always say it's about the team as a whole, but I mean, you've got to be part of you. You've got to be at least a little bit proud of equaling that record that stood for a long time.
I think maybe in a couple of hours' time, when I'm calmed down a little bit, when I've settled in, I'll maybe think back on that. But again, my focus now is to make sure that we recover well. The boys are physically and mentally in a great place. Come Monday, as I say, we've got an opportunity to learn and grow and be better. Look, it's not going to be pretty viewing at times when we look at it back, but we'll get excited about the next challenge.
Stuart, you talked about there that there were good things. What were the good things?
The good things are we got ourselves into good positions. We wanted kind of method in the madness in the way that we were playing. We wanted to try and move South Africa around. A game plan that they don't want. A game plan that we do want is to keep high tempo in the game, to keep this team moving around and show off our individual talents that we've got. And at times we just didn't quite reload quick enough to be accurate, and that kind of killed us a little bit. But look, there's a lot of good things done in that game. We played in the right areas. And another day we keep that scoreboard ticking over. But look, it's done now. We can't change it. We've got to the best we can to move on and get excited about another challenge next week.
Stuart, thank you. Fair old penalty count against you today. Do you put that down to the South Africa almost making you infringe, or do you think it was indiscipline on your part?
I think the large majority of the penalties were breakdown on it. So I think for us it wasn't. Again, we talk about reloads and being able to carry the ball to score every single time. We didn't quite get that. We didn't quite get our clear outs on time. We were punished at the breakdown, but fair play to the Jacklers. We knew fine well going into the game there's going to be jackal threats all across the field. And at times we didn't deal with them, and that's an easy avenue into the game for the Springboks. It's a chance for us to look at it, and we have to be better. We talked after the game about this kind of challenging us. We wanted to be better. We wanted to be our best, and we've got to be on it for 80 minutes. And anything less is not going to win you test matches. It's as clear as that.
Thanks very much, guys. We'll get Gregor in now. Thank you.